Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Junko as usual, and I welcome you to Ginnybox. Today I have one friend of mine from Ghana, and he's here to tell us his traveling history. You know, he's been someone that's gone around the world. So without no wasting your time, let's just go straight into it.
Yeah. My name is Albert. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a travel vlogger. I'm a content creator. Yeah, I love traveling around the world. I've got passion for visiting new places, exploring new cultures, and then like meeting up with new people. Yeah, so over the few weeks, months, or years, I've just been traveling around the world.
That's nice.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
That's nice to hear. I mean, thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Thank you, brother, for having me. I appreciate you.
I would want you to tell us what brought up the energy to want to travel the world and everything.
Yeah, so let me flash you back to 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, so in 2019 I was in Ghana.
Okay.
And I was local NUC's president. Some institutions say external affairs president. What that means, I was part of the executive council of the UPSASRC.
Okay, that's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, and my portfolio was to like represent the school externally.
Okay.
And so I think in August 2019, I saw this conference online.
Okay.
There's a Youth Connect conference in Kigali, Rwanda, right?
Okay.
And as at that time, I'd only gotten my passport fresh. I had no idea on how to like travel, what it takes to travel, and all of that. And so I remember I wrote letters to my dean of students and then my finance director, informing them of the trip in October to secure some funding and then represent the university. Yeah, so I got some cash. I went online, booked my ticket myself. That was the very first time I was going to travel out of Ghana. And so I got onto Google, got into YouTube, searched how to book flights. I booked my flight, booked my hotel. Rwanda was visa free, right? So I mean, it's still visa free. So all I need is my Ghanaian passport and my ticket and the purpose of visiting, and then I can visit. So I got a conference invitation after applying in August, September, thereabout, and did all the reservations of hotels, blah, blah, blah. And then I think on the 9th or 10th or so of October, I flew out of Ghana.
Wow.
When I flew from Accra and I landed in Kigali, I'm like, I would want to do this for the rest of my life.
Most definitely.
And then that's how it started.
I mean, so how was the feeling like when you first landed in a land that is not Ghana?
Bro, I've always heard and I've watched videos online, YouTube, and all of that about the country Rwanda, and people say is the abroad of Africa. And when I got there, they were in their, let's say, somehow winter, because it wasn't snowing, but it was a bit cold. And having to leave the hot service of Ghana, and I got into a cold country in Africa. I'm like, bro, it was the feeling was amazing. The country was like nice, neat, clean.
Wow.
And I enjoyed every time in that country. Met new people, met new friends. Right from the airport, I started making friends. So I got friends from Nigeria, and it's been over 5 years. I still chat with some of them.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I got because it was a student leaders conference. So leaders all over Africa were meeting in Kigali to have conversations, blah blah blah. And then so I started making friends, trying new food. My favorite food in Rwanda, I remember, was matoki.
Oh,
matoki.
What is it made of?
It's made of if it's not plantain, and it's banana, so kind of banana and soup. It's a plantain and soup.
Oh, I see.
And it was nice.
That's good.
And then we started from there, and it's been amazing. Like traveling around the world to explore has been amazing.
That's nice. That's nice. So I mean, how did you get to Canada? What plans were? I mean, was it something that you were longing to do, or it just came out of the blue and then you took the trip?
I feel like coming to Canada came out of the blue because right after my first trip to Rwanda, so from Accra, I did a transit in Addis Ababa to Kigali. I didn't get to explore Ethiopia. So just the airport runs, and that was okay for me. And I spent, I think, a week in Kigali. I enjoyed Kigali. When I came back, then fast forward, I completed UPSA, so I handed over my position. I had no opportunity and privileges to travel, and so that was done. Right after UPSA, my undergraduate program, I read business administration. I started my master's program. So it was in that year that I started my master's program, and then it was that same year Canada became very popular. Yeah. And so I was there, I was like, let me give it a try.
Yeah, let's just go for it.
Let me try, maybe it will work. So I applied, got a school, applied for my visa, and trust me, all these things I did it by myself.
Wow.
So far, there's been no single visa that I've applied that I didn't do myself. You get it? Yeah. So with the help of YouTube and then other people's experiences. And so I was like, let me just give it a try. I mean, there's nothing to lose.
For sure.
I applied. It didn't take that long. I got my visa and I had to abandon my master's program.
Really?
Yeah. So I left my master's program. I've always wanted to challenge myself to do something. I mean, what was the worst that can happen?
Of course.
Masters, if it's masters, I can do it here or I can go back and do it anytime. So I was just a young guy with no responsibility, just exploring the world for myself. You get it? Yeah. So I came to Canada. Fast forward, when I came to Canada, I'd already started a program in the UK.
Oh, okay.
So
was it online?
Yeah, it was online.
Okay.
Distant. So I was doing the Chartered Institute Marketing program to become a chartered marketer, chartered UK marketer. Yeah. So I was doing that one before I came to Canada, and so after a year in Canada, it was I passed all my qualification exams, and it was time for me to graduate. So I remember just a year after coming to Canada, I had to fly for the first time out of Canada.
Oh yeah.
So my first trip out of Canada was to UK.
To the UK, yeah.
And you know what I did?
No, tell me.
Before traveling to the UK, I'd already planned that when I get to the UK, I would visit another country before coming. So I was very fast enough to learn online how to get my US visa as a temporary resident in Canada. So I got my US visa, and I got my US visa, and I got 5 years. And so when it was time for me to apply for my UK visa to go to the UK for my graduation, I did the UK visa. I got 6 months, and I bought a ticket from Toronto to London, from London to New York, and New York back to Toronto. So I did that triangle. More like, bro. And that was amazing. So I've been in Canada for a while. I traveled. My first travel within Canada was to Edmonton. Just to explore. So I've always wanted to do something like the plane has always been my friend. You get it? Yeah. I remember I did a road trip from Toronto to Montreal.
Really?
Just to go see
Montreal and come back.
Just to go see Montreal and come back. I've always wanted to be that person. Okay, I've been there, cool. So yes. So when I went to London, I think the graduation was just one Saturday. But I spent a week in London. I explored London. I visited all the nice places. Fortunately for me, most of the countries that I've visited, I have friends.
Okay.
So I don't really have issues with accommodation. So I went to a friend, and that friend, let me tell you a backstory. That friend was a friend I met online.
Okay.
I've never met that friend before.
In real life?
In real life. And so I met that friend online, and he was in the Netherlands. And so during conversations, he told me he has a friend in the UK. And it's been a very long while he saw that friend, and that friend was a female friend, but that friend had an apartment in the UK.
Okay.
And I met this friend online, and he's in the Netherlands. So fast forward, I told him about my graduation, that I'll be coming to the UK. He's like, oh, you know what? It will be an opportunity for him to come to the UK to see that friend that he's not seen for a long while.
Time,
So you know what? Why not meet in that friend's house? I'm like, you've not even gone to their house for 10 years. I mean,
that's a long time.
That's a long time. You talk on phone, all right, but I mean, you've not created a relationship. That's not the problem. I shouldn't worry about that. So you know what that friend did?
No.
The day of arrival in London, he flew all the way from Netherlands to meet me up in London, and then he took me to the friend's house.
That's crazy.
That's the power of connections. That's the power of friendship. You get it? So I saved up a week of Airbnb or hotel costs just because I was good to someone online. You get that point.
I get it.
And so he took me around London, the London Eye, the Buckingham Palace, Oxford Street.
all around,
All around.
all the important places.
You get in London. I explored. I was very happy. And then coming back from London, I just flew from London to New Jersey. But there's an airport in New Jersey, but I didn't land in New Jersey. I went to JFK in New York.
Okay.
And so I'd already arranged with my friends in the US to like pick me up. So they picked me up. They drove all the way from Jersey to New York City, JFK, to pick me up, and then we went to Jersey. I explored for a week. I didn't travel that much within the US though, but then it was New York, New Jersey, New York, New Jersey. I had some fun, and then I came back to Toronto. When I came back to Toronto, I'm like, you know what? This is not going to end. I will travel again.
So it's more like,
so that's it.
So it's more like that first travel from, with your graduation and everything, set up the sail to be traveling around.
So no, I'll say that first travel in 2019.
Okay. So that built the momentum.
That built the momentum and gave me the courage to travel. So after traveling to UK and back to the US and to Canada, I'm like, you know what? I have this passion. I've developed this passion of visiting the world. I just want to explore the world. And why do I want to explore the world? If you'd realize, if you're a Ghanaian, the number of countries you can travel to as a Ghanaian is limited. Visa free. There are just a few countries that you can travel visa free. But let's say if my junior brother is an American, he was born in America, he became an American, or he was born in Canada, he became Canadian. Just for the fact that he is a Canadian and holds a Canadian passport, he has more travel privileges, right?
Yeah, true.
If I want to travel to the countries he's traveling to, I need to apply for visas.
Most definitely.
And I'm like, you know what? No problem. I'll put that struggle upon my head. I would go through the struggles of applying for visas, apply for visas, and then visit
those countries.
Visit those countries.
I feel like, the most difficult visa to acquire is that of the United States, right? And you already have that at very early.
Very early. So I've got my Canadian visa. I've got my US visa. What else?
What else do you need?
What else do I need?
Yeah, that's
you get true. It. And so I took advantage of these visas, applied for the other visas, and that is how the travel journey began. I started traveling around the world.
That's perfect.
So that's been the story.
Thanks for taking us through from Ghana until where you are right now. So looking at all the places that you traveled, I'm sure you met a lot of people with different backgrounds and everything, right?
I've met a lot of people.
Yeah, so I want you to tell me some of the similarities that these people share and things that they do not share. Things that they don't have in common.
In common. Yeah. Okay, so from my experience, I think the Americans are friendly, but I'd say Canadians are the calmest Americans.
Okay.
Yeah. Canadians are a bit calmer than the Americans. The Americans are like, yo, nigga, they are the loud ones. But they're very friendly. When I went to America, I made some American friends. But if I want to compare these two countries, I would say Canadians are very calm than the Americans. For the British, I would say the British. How would I even describe these guys? For me, I didn't see them to be that friendly. I didn't see them to be that friendly. If you're walking to the bus station or the train station, they just go in. You can't really stop people to ask them questions just like that. Yeah.
But I thought maybe that kind of social life is a little bit more in Europe more than it is in this part of the world.
Okay, so I don't know. I feel like everyone's experience is going to be different.
For sure.
Yeah, but from my experiences so far, visiting, I've been to. So let me list the countries I've been to.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
So from Ghana, the first travel was in Kigali, right? So that's Rwanda number 2, Ghana number 1, Rwanda number 2. I came to Canada 3. I went to the UK 4, to the US 5. Came back and then I went to the US again. This time around, I was like in the US for like a month, visiting other states. So that is out. Still 5. Then went back to UK. I've already mentioned UK. And then from UK, the first country and in the Schengen area
Okay.
was Belgium.
You been to Belgium?
So I went to Belgium.
I have a good friend in Belgium called HMD.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have a good friend in Belgium. But go
Yeah,
ahead. Yeah.
so Belgium now becomes 6. From Belgium, I went to Germany.
Yeah.
From Germany, I went to Netherlands
Yeah.
and back to so far 8 countries,
Hmm.
including Ghana, 8 countries. And I feel like the Germans are no like they I
Yeah.
mean I don't want to say you didn't hear from me, but the Germans are, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, people have got different experiences with
For sure.
Europeans, but
For
for
sure.
me, if I am to choose, I'll say Americans are cool
Americans are
people.
better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, that's nice. That's nice. So, are there any other countries that you're looking forward to, I mean, to travel in?
Yeah, so I took a very long break
Yeah.
after returning from Netherlands,
Yeah.
and I'm planning now to do Africa.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I would
so
be very much intrigued to know which
yeah,
countries that
yeah.
you want
So
to visit.
2026, I'm very so far. I still got my. I wanted to go to China and Korea,
Mm-hmm.
so I secured visas for those two
Two
countries.
countries. Okay.
Unfortunately for me, they expired,
Okay.
and I've still got a valid visa for India.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so India is also in the pipeline,
I want to go
but
to India too.
but I want to focus on Africa now.
Mm.
I mean, I want to do like a welcome back to Africa kind of thing,
Mm.
where I would explore West Africa and I would explore other African countries. And
Most
this time
definitely.
around, I just want to go off the the glamour. When you go to America, it's all glamour. I mean, when you're in Canada, it's all
I get
glamour.
it.
It's all the nice things. I want to now go into the villages. I want
Mm.
to share the village kind of stories to
Yeah.
people and then
Yeah.
see how that goes. So
That's
I'm also
good.
very excited about
That is
yeah,
nice. That is
very
nice.
excited about the African trip.
So, the African trip, which country is going to be the first to explore? I'm sure, obviously, Ghana is going to be
I,
number
I
one,
want
of
to
course.
I want to get into Ghana first,
Okay.
then I move
To
to the other places from Ghana.
okay. So,
Yeah.
have you thought about, I mean, visiting Egypt or the northern part of Africa?
For now,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be a year long. Hopefully,
Okay.
God will give us the grace to
Inshallah.
sail
Yeah,
through. You understand?
most definitely.
But for the first part of the travels in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
I want to focus
On
on
the West
the
Africa.
surroundings. So let's say when I get to Ghana, I should be able to do Burkina Faso, get to
Mm-hmm.
know what is happening with
And
Traore and all,
yeah,
all the happenings
yeah,
in Burkina Faso.
yeah,
Then there's Togo to visit,
yeah.
there is Benin to visit, there's Nigeria to visit.
Nigeria,
Come back and then visit Ivory Coast.
yeah.
You get it. And
Yeah.
all these things I'm doing solo. So I
Mm.
mean, if you're intrigued about my adventures and you want to help me, you're free to
Of course, of
you're free
course,
to
of
come on
course.
board
I
and
mean,
help. Yeah.
most definitely. I feel like, most of us would rather spend their holidays in glamorous places, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mentioned. But in Africa, we have beautiful places
We
that
have
we can
yeah,
visit,
yeah.
especially in West Africa. If you are somebody that like to, that like to visit historical places and things that are basically naturally formed, not like artificially made. For example, when you go to New York City, you know that, I mean, the buildings are, of course, artificially made, even though, yeah, they are wonders, they are beautiful things to watch. But in Africa, we have like so many natural,
Stuff. Yeah.
stuff to see and all that. I feel like those are some stuff that are important, and it kind of gives you the wonders of nature and
Yeah.
everything. So, uh, so the fact that you have decided to, to explore Africa now, I mean, I'm happy about it, because not many people really think like that,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there anything that you're willing to get out of this that you're doing, or you just want to
Yeah.
just
So
showcase the world?
yeah, um I'm putting what I'm doing. There are other people who have also traveled extensively around the world, but they
Yeah.
don't put out pictures or videos or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to have the experience for
Most
themselves.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm doing is to show the world what I'm experiencing, is to change the misconceptions about countries, about people. Because it will interest you to know that people think white people are weird. But I went to America and I approached white people, asked them questions, and they had good conversations with me.
Yeah.
There may be some people that they didn't give me the opportunity, I didn't show it online. But still, the misconception that everyone is bad is different, Yes, there are different types of foods in different parts of the world that people would want to try, and then if they see you try it online, they want to go there and try it. Sometimes I just be on my phone scrolling on Instagram and I see someone eating McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
And for some reasons I just want to just try it.
McDonald's,
But I feel like if I'm to go to Africa, eat our African food, show our African places that Africans born in the diaspora would want to see back home.
Most
Okay,
definitely.
Albert went to Larabanga Mosque. I would want to go there. And, in essence, when these people come, they bring in dollars, we get in cash on the continent.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most
So,
definitely.
in as much as I want to experience these places for myself, I also feel like I can show them to the world.
Most
I mean,
definitely.
there are a lot of people showing the world on the internet.
Yeah.
But this is the lenses of Albert.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I want to tell my story the way I experienced it, and that's it.
That's good. That's good. I feel like a lot of our history has been lost due to the fact that we don't explore deep into African culture. So with you wanting to visit this African villages and whatever, is there any motivation of bringing about asking questions regarding the history of let's say Ghana or anywhere you be visiting, right? Are you looking to ask such questions, or you have specific
things I want to
questions?
know?
Yeah,
Okay.
you wanna
So it will interest you to know that I was at the National Museum of African American History, and I took shots in the United States, in DC. I took shots of some of the African artifacts, like war attires, drums, and things, and those videos go viral, and people interacted with those videos. Why? Because they wanted to connect with their roots. I interviewed African Americans who have not been to Africa before about what they feel about colonialism, neo-colonialism, all of that, and they shared their experiences. When I go back to Africa, what I want to do is tell the very stories. Okay, even if it's Gary, I want to ask people how the Gary is made, why we eat the Gary. You get me? So I want to go and tell stories. If I mean, there's a popular dish in the north, Tozafi, right? How if there's a story about how Tozafi came about, tell me. I want to know. I want to share it on my screens.
Yeah, most
you get the point. So I just want to meet people, talk to them, ask them questions. I believe that every region and every city or group of people, even in Ghana alone, have got their own stories. The way of marriage, everything is different within different people. So everyone should tell their story and let me put it online for people to learn. And then I think that's what I want to do.
That's nice, and that also is gonna connect us together. I mean, it will interest you to know that, or to find out that all this is gonna end us up at one source. As we all know that, I mean, the tribes or the ethnic groups that came to Ghana came from somewhere before they came to settle in Ghana, right? So it will interest you to know that they all came from one source, running away from one particular enemy together. I'm kind of a little bit vexed into this kind of topic. So when you mentioned that you wanted to travel and to Africa, I was really happy because not many people think about stuff like that. So in any way possible that I could sort of recommend some places that, I mean, for you to visit. I will do that as well. In Ghana precisely. Like, for instance, I'm from the northern part of Ghana, right? I'm from my mom is from Wa, so I've been to Wa a couple of times, and I could literally link you to some people if you want to go to that part as well.
So let's say when I put it out there that I'm going somewhere, if you're watching me, I would travel within Ghana extensively. So like, let's say the north. If you think there's a family in the north that can host me,
of course,
hit me up. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay for hotel.
For sure.
I want to eat from your family.
Don't worry. I mean, I have, like I said, I have family in Wa that can literally guide you to places.
I want to sleep in your house, bro. I want to sleep in your house.
Most definitely, and it's a typical village, bro. But right now they have electricity over there, right? It's a typical village, bro. You understand? So I'll link him up to you, and if you are ready to go there, then you can go capture the story.
Thank you very much. So I'm very excited about the trip of 2026, and I'm just believing that God will give us the grace.
Most definitely, bro. I believe in the dream. I believe, and keep going. Don't stop, and keep telling that. I mean, since you're about to start telling the African story, don't stop when you start. And I wish you the best. If you have anything you want to tell, people from Ghana or Africa that want to make a move to come to this part of the world, if you have anything to tell them, just you can
all right. So I've experienced the so-called top countries, and I believe that even though these places are developed, Africa is rich. And so if you can stay in Africa and build Africa, I'd encourage you to do so. If you're in the diaspora and you want to invest somewhere, please invest. Go back home and invest. Invest in Africa. I believe in the possibilities of Africa. I
Most
believe that
definitely.
in some 10, 20 years to come, Africa will be in charge of the world.
Most
And
definitely.
it's very imperative that we Africans living in the diaspora will go back home and contribute to the development of
Most
Africa.
definitely.
Africa is not a perfect continent like any other continent, but I believe that with time we can come together and build the continent we want to see or we want to live in.
Most
And so
definitely.
let's do this together. Yes. On all social media platforms, I'm Ghanaian Traveller. If you
Most
want to
definitely.
support me in any way, you want to encourage me in any way, you can just hit me up on any of the social media platforms and then let's connect and let's make this possible. Yeah.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for your
Thank you so
time,
much for
brother.
having me. I
You're
appreciate
welcome,
you.
bro.
Yeah, subscribe to the
Most definitely.
channel.
Subscribe to the
It's
channel.
very
And
important. Subscribe to the channel.
most
Don't just
definitely.
watch. Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
God
Thank you
bless
so
you,
much
brother.
for
I
that. You too,
appreciate it.
bro. I mean, I appreciate your time and everything. You know, you guys showed me love and I appreciate it. And I hope to return it in a certain way too in future, bro.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
one, man.
brother. Okay, brother. Bye.